Hi there, Dr. Malka here. Today I'm going to show you how to treat tennis elbow, which is also called lateral epicondylitis, or simply put, you have muscle pain on the outside of your elbow that can cause secondary symptoms that go down into your forearm and hand. And if the muscles are severely spasmed, you can experience difficulty gripping or even picking up objects. It's usually caused by an injury or overuse. Maybe you're using your phone or computer too much, or doing a lot of gardening, working out, or construction work, or other gripping activities you're using your hand for. This poster displays a few of the muscles involved in the outer elbow pain, as well as trigger points that cause the referral symptoms down the arm and into the hand and fingers. As you can see, one or more of the fingers can be affected. Maybe you're having a hard time using the middle finger? So now we're going to begin massaging the outside of the arm, or for that lateral epicondylitis. And if it is just in the elbow area, you want to just bring your fingers in here and go back and forth across these muscles. It's called cross fiber friction because the fibers of the muscles are going down in this direction, and you're just going to be massaging them across the area. If you need a little massage lotion, I recommend just buying some massage lotion, or you can just do a combination of oil and lotion 50-50, but make sure you shake up the lotion and oil because it will separate. So add a little lotion there. Come in with the fingers. And then maybe you can try working in with your knuckles a little bit to create a little more pressure. Below the elbow and above the elbow, because these muscles come in here and they cross the elbow and they attach right here. So pretty much any area of pain. And so if you're symptomatic on the left side, I do recommend you try working the right side a little bit so you can kind of compare, because sometimes these areas are just a little sensitive anyway, and then you can really hone in on the areas of complaint. And then if you're feeling that tenderness going down into the fingers, you'll want to massage this whole forearm area. And then come down with the other forearm, both palms are down. You want to do pretty much the whole pressure of your body weight. You want to really work in here to the point where it's kind of mild to moderate discomfort. If you're coming in here too light and you're just, massaging like this, you're not going to really affect change or get too much improvement. So be a little aggressive. And it should be a little bit sensitive. And as you can see, I'm really getting in there and working really deeply, and try not to use too much arm, strength. Just go over your arm like this and try to use your body weight to work in. And this is now I'm treating the left arm. And this should be done for about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And if you want to get really specific, you can reach over with your elbow and just go down with your elbow in this direction. And with my massage chiropractic acupuncture background, this actually feels pretty good. I use my hands a lot in my therapy, obviously. So I'm working the outside of the forearm, and then you can just come over about an inch, work the middle of the forearm with the elbow. Now, because the elbow is a little more pointed, you probably don't have to put as much pressure in it. And then I'm going to come kind of on the inside. And then wherever you have areas of complaint that are particularly sensitive, just go back over and just work it up and down along the fibers, or back and forth against the fibers, doing cross fiber friction. Ooh, and I can feel a trigger point here. Anytime you feel a trigger point, just go ahead and do the pressure and take a nice deep breath in. And breathe all the way out. And just feel that trigger point going down. I can feel it on the top of my palm. And just kind of keep massaging it until the trigger point dissipates. And it may not happen during the first treatment. When you come back the next day, you can work on it and just have an idea as well. Take a mental note of how bad the trigger point is from one day to the other. So now we're ready to work the other arm, and just in case your right arm is the involved arm. And once again, we're going to work in here. If the pain is just right here, and do some pinpointed massage work right in this area. Sometimes the fingers can get a little tired if you're not used to doing massage work. So you can come in here with your knuckles and work back and forth in this area. And I'm doing cross fiber friction once again. Remember, the muscle fibers are doing this, so anytime you go back and forth, you're going across the fibers. And then in the case if you're feeling pain going into the hand, then you'll want to continue and massage the whole forearm. Once again, both my hands are facing down. Just working in with the forearm, coming down like this. And once again, I'm massaging with my body, not just with my arm. I'm really bringing my whole body weight in there. And this way you won't get tired if you're using your body instead of just your arm muscles. And now this doesn't quite work the outside, so once again you'll want to cross over with your elbow, massaging it down. And once again, at any point, if you feel a trigger point, and I'm kind of feeling a trigger point right here radiating down into the forearm, anytime you feel a trigger point, you want to just stop, hold it, and just take a deep breath in. And breathe all the way out, and just release the breath, and just relax it, probably for about 10 minutes. And then you could do the same thing that you did with the forearm. Just get the elbow, stroking it all the way down the whole length of the forearm. So now we're going to continue the massage with the Theracane. If you haven't purchased this yet, you can just click below. And again, you're going to bring your arm in here, palm up, to work and massage those extensor muscles. And you can tell I'm stabilizing this area so it doesn't flop around. And this is more pinpoint. You're not going to be necessarily massaging or doing strokes with a Theracane. It's more back and forth. Cross fiber friction again, going across those fibers. Working all the way down the arm. And then we're going to switch the Theracane over to the other side. And again, when you put the Theracane down, you really want to open up your legs and really lock it in. Again, so it's not flopping around. If you have it like this and you start massaging, it's going to kind of move around like this. So again, lock it in, bring the arm down, and then just back and forth motions. You know, and if you want to increase pressure, again, you're not going to do it with your arm. You can just come in with your body and just create that pressure with the body. Massaging the outside of that arm, those extensor muscles. So now we're going to continue with the stretching of the outer forearm. So we're going to be doing like all the stretches I do in every video, stretching against resistance. You want to make a soft fist. We'll start with the right arm first, and you're going to be bringing your arm like this, putting your hand here. Again, don't raise the shoulders up. Everything should be relaxed, and lightly push against the hand. So you're going in this direction, but you're not actually changing the range of motion. So now I'm mirroring you now that I'm going to do it over here so that you can follow along with me a little bit easier. So the hand is here, put the other hand on top, and lightly push against the hand for a count of 10 for about 10 to 20% of your strength. And then relax. See if you can get a little more of a stretch in there. And you want to keep this elbow locked, because keep in mind this muscle goes across the elbow. And if the area just is hurting here, you can bend the elbow and do it this way. But if you feel it right up in here, you do want to lock the elbow out. And then go ahead again, holding here, and you're not pushing. You're just, with this hand, you're actually pushing against this hand. Again, for a count of 10, with 10 to 20% of your strength. And you want to do this 3 to 4 times, maybe 5. Now we're going to do the other side, the left hand. Again, bending the wrist at like so, bringing the hand here, pushing against it. Again, it's in this direction, but you're not actually moving the hand. You're creating resistance with this other hand. And then push for about 10 seconds with 10 to 20% of your strength. And relax. See if you can stretch it a little bit more. You should really be feeling it up in this area. And again, push for 10 seconds with about 10 to 20% of your strength. And do this 3 to 5 times. And now you've completed your therapy session. And I'm going to recommend you ice the areas of complaint. If you don't have an ice pack, you can use a bag of frozen peas. Defrost your dinner for about 20 minutes every hour for 3 hours. So let's say you're doing this in the evening at 5 o'clock. 5 to 5:20 ice, 6 to 6:20 ice, 7 to 7:20 ice. And then you're all finished. So now we're going to continue with the exercises. So here's my handy dandy bottle of kombucha. It's a pound. And you could just get anything out of your closet. You don't have to run out and buy any weights or anything. At some point, if you want higher weights, maybe 5 pounds, you'll have to invest in that. But in the beginning, you could just use a 1 pound weight. And you're going to be flexing the wrist and then coming up, flexing, coming up, building strength in these extensor muscles. And you'll want to do this for about 40 seconds every day. And you only really want to start doing this exercises when your pain level from a scale of 0 being no pain, 10 being agony, your pain levels should probably be at around a 5. If they're at an 8, you want to just continue with the massaging and light stretching before you continue with the exercises. And then the other hand coming up. And then your elbow, once again, is going to be straight. Again, for about 40 seconds. So now you've completed your therapy, and I really highly recommend icing down the area. If you don't have an ice pack, you can use a bag of frozen peas, and you want to put the ice pack on the areas of complaint every hour for 20 minutes, probably about 3 times. We will be launching a new YouTube video every Wednesday and Friday at 3 p.m. and I'll be available for any questions you have or suggestions for future videos. To allow me to make more videos for you in the future, please press the subscribe button, press the notification button so you don't miss a video, and press the like button, and be sure to share with your friends and family.